Hello everyone, this is Whitehawk, and welcome back to the Zelda Parallel Worlds, Part 5. We're just gonna go ahead and go all the way to Nereus Bay again. Huh, wasn't expecting that here. Alright, we're back here. As obviously we saw last video, there's plenty of places where we can use our new magic hammer. Such as right here. There's also that room with the water that kills you. Well, not water that kills you, but basically bottomless splits with... Oh goodness! Yeah, my shield won't work, but... Goodness. My shield won't work against a Beamos laser beam. As said before, I believe that Parallel Worlds features judicious use of the Beamos, so much that it annoyed lots of players. Oh, we're back here. So I guess that's one way to make a shortcut. What's this for though? Well, I guess we can move that. But does it do anything? Text carved on the wall. How do you decide if the blank in front of you is a pit? Is there anything solid you can use? The answer is not the cane of Samaria. Well, actually... Nah, this is not that kind of game. Oh. Well, that works. But we only have one bomb left. Crap. Oh. And guess what? We're using it right now. Should have probably refilled. I'm gonna need more bombs. Oh, what the... Okay, so it's the Armos boss thing. And we don't have freaking bow to make intense damage as we're supposed to. Come on. And yeah, we do have to kill them because of that locked door. Yeah, arrows in the A Link to the Past, they deal extraneous amounts of damage. And I did plan for this about a fairy. Obviously though, we're already using it, which is kind of bad. Come on, attack. Yeah, this is gonna take a while because if you've seen the second video, it takes a decent amount of time to kill this boss with just this sword. And I've already taken lots of damage. Ow. I don't think I'll be able to beat this fair, and that's annoying. The fact that I I'm safe right here. Okay, so if I stay in this corner, I should be safe all the time. Until one of them turns red anyway. Or any of them turns red. I like how they're basically one sprite, just constantly hopping over and over and over. It's like, when you play this game when you're young, you don't realize it's just a single sprite just being constantly move up and down like that. It creates a really funny illusion that can't be replicated with 3D models, for the most part. Just cheesing it in this corner right now, much like the final boss of Zelda 2. Someone actually, I did read a few spoilers, quote-unquote, for this game. Someone actually complained about this boss, how the door on the right is open, and because of that it's very possible to, like, be forced to restart the entire boss fight. In case you're wondering, it's because I was reading up for the boomerang. That's all I read up, I swear. Like seriously, this is just tedious now. If I played this fair, it'd be way too difficult. And, well, doing like this, it just takes really long. I think the poke deals less damage when I'm charging up the sword like this. Do I have anything? Well, I have the hammer, actually, come to think of it. Maybe I was supposed to use the hammer a bit more. And the hammer doesn't work at all. Great. Well, at least... Okay, finally, one of them died. That means the rest should start falling soon. Okay, that's 2. 3. Yeah, their strategies easy to deal with, despite the developers of this hack's intentions to make this a difficult boss fight. But it's really just tedious. Like, I mean, really, this is already taking like 10 minutes off my time. I'm just trying to comment with you guys. Okay, it's pretty much impossible to use the hammer anyway. Oh, finally, turns red. Oh man, this is so difficult, guys. Just... Actually, it does make... In fact, if anything, it makes it easier. Because now I can... Are you serious? And now the boss can't do anything because it's stuck by the water tiles. Sheesh. Oh, almost got me there. Yeah, this is easier now because I can hit it with a hammer fairly simply. I'm not sure if the hammer actually does any bonus damage, though. If it does, it's not noticeable. It's like only twice as much compared to the arrows, which deal 5 times as much. Which I think was actually a design error when I think about it. Like, the developers really wanted you to use the bow and arrows against this boss, and they couldn't figure out like a way to make a weak point to it. So they just purposely made the bow and arrow super overpowered in this game. Okay, this is taking even longer than it should. Finally. Sheesh. Yeah, I'm safe stating here. That took way too long. Okay, that's not icy. And we do have the boss key. Mothra? Really? I don't even think I can damage it. Yeah, okay, I need to recharge stuff. Oh, hang on a moment. Yeah, I don't think there's any use for that block right there. Pushing it, I mean. And here, it was right here. Nope. Right here? Yeah. It was actually kind of lucky for me to guess it on second try. What?! Ah! Seems I have locked him into a position. Yeah, I mean, seriously guys, how is this challenging? This is just like... If I my sword would, or if they had 3 times as less HP, this would be at least tolerable, but... Really? He's stuck. Oh no. Yeah, at least managed to move himself out of the way. Yeah, like the hammer deals double damage, but it's still not enough to kill these guys quickly, and you can barely hit them while they're in the blue form. It's easier when they're in one of the last one is on its red form, but... And now we have to fight Mothra, who deals like crazy amounts of damage, and who also has a crazy amount of HP. Like, what is this? I mean, technically this fight with Mothra is easier because there's no like spikes and conveyor belts everywhere. But even so, it's like, I'm pretty sure this boss has like crazy amounts of HP, given that it's the boss of the 4th dungeon of the Dark World, if I recall. What the? And now its attacks don't work. Well, it can still hit me with its hurt box, but... Oh. Okay, well this boss got appropriately nerfed. And... Wait, that's it? Okay, so that boss got appropriately nerfed, but the frickin' 6 Armos Knights, why didn't they get nerfed? They should take so much hits to kill. And that was a disappointing dungeon, given the circumstances. I guess I could have finished it back, like when I just got the hammer, but there wasn't really puzzles involved. It was just like go in the right direction and get through this tedious 6 Armos Knights without the bow and arrow. Unless you know where they are and sequence break them or something. Oh, whatever. Tired of being negative anyway. Now backtrack all the way back to Sarah Palin. Alright, we're back at the Hyrule Docks. And there's something right there that I think... Oh, no, there's not. Here... maybe? Yeah. These are... yeah, I kept calling them Decus. They're actually Octoroks. That was the Dark World variant, but... you know... usually, if I... no, actually Octoroks were always underground. Actually, no. When Ocarina of Time came out, Octoroks became water-based, but in the 2D games, pre-Ocarina of Time, they were land-based for some reason. Okay, what do you have to say? Yeah, I do have it now. I hold on to it, good. Yeah, you promised an item, that's what you promised, but whatever. There's a battle fought. Good English. The battle ended when one side used the power of the Triforce to destroy the other empire. Savage. This caused the world to split into two, and also caused my grammar to suck. And at the same time, the parallel tower appeared. This is one of the two worlds where the actual power rests at the top of the tower. It is said that the other world contains information as to how to ascend the tower. That is the legend behind the parallel tower, and Drager himself, Drager wanted that power for himself when 7 maidens arrived from the other world with the clues to ascend the tower. And one of the clues is apparently to hold the right shoulder button while the blue switch is being pressed, something like that. I'll have to check the older video to check Zelda's clues again. Oh, we got the boots! Okay, that's good, thank you. That gives us a use for the A button for once. And it'll make traveling around much quicker. Okay, we have to go to the graveyard. Alright, fair enough. Wait. Okay, we don't have to equip the boots, I remember now. Ow. See how much faster this is? Thank you. Sarah Palin. Sarasarala. Actually, no. Sarasrala. I think that's how you spell his name. It's just too bothersome for me to remember. Pegasus boots, although they're neat to have as a tool for getting moving around quickly. Hey, please. Thank you. Wanted to keep that alarm on. Also, even though the boots are useful for moving around quickly, they're not very useful for many puzzles. Actually, in the original A Link to the Past, there was walls where you could like run into them and you could actually make them crumble. But I doubt this hack will have many of those walls, because it detests secrets like that. I know I keep bringing that up, but I really do enjoy... It's one of those things that A Link to the Past did really well compared to the original Zelda. In the original Zelda, you had to bomb some walls to figure out some secrets, but the walls themselves didn't have any clues that you could bomb them. Oh, we never went here before. And one of the things that A Link to the Past did well is that they added cracks on the wall so you could tell which wall you could bomb. And that it just made it so rewarding to bomb some walls and get the little things inside, even if it was just like 20 rupees. I hear there's a copy of the Book of Medora is... Wait. I heard there's a copy of the Book of Medora is in the library. That's a very nice turn of phrase right there, mister. And where'd you learn that from? Developers' failure to get English past? Well, yeah, I know I'm kind of insulting the developers right now, but still. I dislike it when there's so many mistakes in the script. I just have to bring it up. And still no bombable walls. Oh, here we have one. Maybe, hopefully. Thank you. I like bombable walls. I just wish it wasn't like the bare minimum. Like, oh, the developer wants you to bomb this wall. And only this wall. Piece of heart? Yeah, fair enough. But what's this for then? Looks suspicious. Oops. Yeah, going back to A Link to the Past, one of the things it did well over the original The Legend of Zelda, it added cracks to the walls that you can bomb, which made it tremendously easier to know what was bombable and what was not. Compared to the original Zelda where they expected you to bomb walls but didn't tell you what you were supposed to bomb. You were just supposed to use the bombs everywhere, and they weren't easy to get on that game. I don't even think you could buy them. Did we go in this cave? It doesn't matter, we can't do anything. Why are there chomps here anyway? Kinda weird. Oh, and another... What's with all the piece of hearts that I keep finding just randomly? Just kinda strange. Then again, I think it's because I forgot this one from before. Oh, whatever. Well, now that we can run, there's probably something in the graveyard that it can do that I could not without boots before. Pegasus boots, they haven't come up in any other Zelda game, now that I think about it. I know there was Pegasus seeds in the Oracle games, which was kind of like the same thing, except since the Game Boy Color didn't have many buttons, they had to make it an item that just temporarily boosts your speed for a while. But yeah, no other game had Pegasus boots because they didn't have to make a use for the Super Nintendo's 4 buttons. That's basically what the Pegasus boots were invented for. Nintendo thought, oh, we got more buttons than the Super Nintendo controller. I mean, the original Nintendo's controller now. What are we going to use them for? Oh, how about we just use one of them for dash attack? Well, fair enough. It was very practical. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. It is very practical. But other Zelda games, like 3D Zelda games, they just made it so that you can choose at the speed you want to walk or /run. And other 2D Zelda games, basically everything up to the Minish Cap, those, they were too limited in their buttons. Although in the case of the Minish Cap, it wasn't limited enough that they couldn't spare a button for the bloody Kinstone function of that gimmick of that game. And then they went to the DS Zelda games, which was Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, and those were touch controls only, which pissed off quite a few people. And can't do anything here. And then after that, it was basically, no, can't do anything here. I think, maybe. And then after Spirit Tracks, it was the remake of Ocarina of Time, and it's better than the original in my IMO, in my opinion. Can't do anything here. Can't do anything here. Oh, we can push them open. I was not aware of that. I'm guessing one of them is gonna have gonna be able to go into it. In here? Nope. What were you searching for exactly again? Some guardian guy, if I recall. Maybe in here? Well, there's fairies. That's good. And we need the new one, actually. I forgot to recharge. Quote unquote. Thank you. A Link to the Past does have, I believe, the best variety of item use in all the Zelda games, or at least a very good one, basically, that's to put it on, to not compare it to the other games. Oh, okay, that's how we go. That's not where I want to go. We can kill these guys in 3 hits with the hammer, by the way. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Just had to get hit 3 times. Oh, goodness. Din's Catacombs? Really? Ow. Okay, wait. Let's... go away, please. Ow. Revive me, please. Wasn't I supposed to meet up with someone? Okay, my deck shield can block this guy's spears. That makes sense, right? Nothing here. Nothing here. I like how the graves extend more when you push them. That doesn't really make sense. Also, there was a shovel in the original Link to the Past. Apparently they took it out of this hack. Don't know what for, but just something I was told. Ow. One more hit and I'm dead. Well, one more hit from the ghosts and I'm dead. A ghost. Can't remember what their name are. Ghosts, that is. A Poe, that's what it is. I kept thinking Pooh. It was the name as the ghosts were, but no, it's Poes. That's what they're called, or at least that's what they're called in the modern games, or N64 games. It's only when I thought of the Big Poe that I realized, oh, that's what they're called. Sheesh. Couldn't remember their standard names. But Big Poe, you don't forget about those. Okay, you know what? Since this is apparently where we're actually supposed to go and... Since this is where I'm actually supposed to go and we already did one dungeon, quote-unquote, completed, I'm going to stop the video here and we're going to continue on from where we left off next video. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's entertainment, and I hope you all have a very nice day.